It's time now for the Athlete of the Week, and it's presented by Diamond Point and Sauk Center. And with us today is a Sauk Center three-sport athlete. This is Morgan Kranz, who did well enough at the section golf meet, and she will compete now at the state tournament. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, tell us about the first day. How did you shoot? How well did you play?
The first day I shot an 82, and so I was pretty happy about it, but it could have been a little bit better.
Okay.
And then the second day I did do a little bit better and shot 79, so I was definitely very happy with that one too.
All right, real good. We'll get more into that in just a second. Let's start out though first. Tell us about your family. Who's in your family, and who was out there watching you play during the 2 days?
My parents are Mark and Gwen Kranz, and my brother is Carter. And they were all out there, and I had my grandparents and some friends and family, so that was really awesome to have all that support.
You really do get a lot of support, don't you?
Yeah, I do, definitely.
Now on one hand, does that make you nervous, or how do you react to that?
It sometimes makes me nervous, but I know that they're, doing it for me, so it just makes me feel so happy that they're all there watching me. So
let's break down that first day again, too. Did you hit a lot of greens? How was your putting? How was your day?
I did hit a few greens. My putting could have been a little bit better. That's probably, the one thing that I could have worked on a little bit more. But, for the most part, it was going pretty well, and I was, okay with how I was doing that day.
When you enter a section like that, are you trying to set a score goal, or how do you view that? First of all, how was the weather? And again, do you look at try to hit a score?
It was a little windy that day, so I knew that the scores would probably be a little bit higher just because of that. I didn't really have a score in mind. I just kind of tried to stick with some of the people that I knew who would have some low scores.
What course did you play for the sectional?
We played Blackberry in Sartell.
All right. What do you think about that course? Had you played that before?
I've played it multiple times before, and I actually really like it. I know some people don't, but I think it's a nice challenge. I really enjoy playing there.
So do you feel confident then? And if you do so, how does that course set up for your game?
I think when I go there, I'm not that nervous to play there because I have played there many times before. So I really like it, and I think maybe that helps me a little bit that I enjoy playing there.
So how would you describe your golf game? Are you good off the tee, putt, or just how does it go?
I don't hit the ball very far, but I try to stay straight, and I think that helps me a little bit. And I try to work on my short game a little bit, and that helps a lot too.
And two, not only through the conference season, but other events that you enter into, are you going against some of the same golfers out there?
Our conference is a little bit different than our section, so there's some people in our conference that I play with, and then different people from our section that I play with. So it's a little bit different, but they're similar players. So
yeah, as I see somebody from Osakis, Eldred, she's quite a player, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. She's really pretty good.
So are you in her group?
I didn't play with her at sections, and they're not in our conference, so I don't see a lot of her during the year, but she is at sections, and she is really good.
But as you see some of these other golfers, do you tend to kind of peek over that way, or how do you handle that?
I kind of try to stick with them. That's usually my goal, but I don't know. I focus more on my own game and what I do more than on other people.
So you're just trying to beat the course then, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Now, I'll say this, correct me if I'm wrong. You seem to me to not be much of a gambler. Are you?
No.
You're pretty conservative when you play? So what would be the difference there? Give me some examples on how you might be conservative and not really take a chance out there.
Well, there's definitely, especially at Blackberry, there's some holes where, I could take my driver and I could hit the green if I wanted to, but they're so narrow where maybe if you just want to hit an iron into the fairway and then an iron into the green and play it safe.
So
like
then
that.
As you see your opponents doing some of those things, does that get you going again, or you try to learn from that as well?
I don't know. I definitely just play it safe for myself, and I don't try to do anything that I know I can't do. So.
All right, so now where's the state meet?
It's Ridges at Sand Creek in Jordan, Minnesota.
Any of you played that?
I played that 2 years ago, just a couple times, so I don't really remember a lot of it, but I do know some of it. So.
Do you get a chance to go down there and play that before you have the state meet?
Yes, they have a practice round next Monday, and then the actual meet starts Tuesday and Wednesday.
Okay, so again, you're against the best in the state. Do you just go for that score and go for the course, or do you know some of the opponents out there?
I do know some of the opponents out there, and I know that there are going to be some pretty low scores out there. So I don't necessarily know that I have a score in mind, but I just kind of want to stick up there with some of those players. So
As I started out here today, you are a three-sport athlete. You play tennis, you play basketball. During the basketball season, you had an injury, right?
yeah, I did.
So what happened there?
It was a meniscus injury. It wasn't too big. I didn't need surgery or anything. They just told me to take a couple weeks off and rest.
So that was a few games left in the basketball season,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
At that point, I just got to ask you, because every athlete is different. Were you just devastated, or how did you handle that?
Yeah, it was kind of disappointing to not be able to play at the end, but you know.
But you're okay now, and
Yeah.
it didn't affect your golf
Yeah.
game?
No, I'm definitely better now, and so it's probably good that I took a couple weeks off for that.
So now, too, after golf, you have the summer, then you have the fall sport with the tennis season. Is that going to affect your tennis game?
It shouldn't. I haven't run that much during golf. We don't do a lot of physical activity like running, but it should be fine. So yeah.
How do you work your schedule in the summer? I'm sure you want to play a lot of golf, but then you have to get ready for tennis.
Yeah.
Then plus there's basketball camps and basketball leagues. How do you fit this all in?
There's definitely a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty busy this summer with doing it all. But you know,
So how much do you concentrate on each sport?
I don't know. I try to do a little bit of everything. I know it's not possible to do like everything that I possibly can. So there's some things, especially still in the golf season right now. That's kind of my priority right now. But I try to do a little bit of everything.
Well, because basketball can be demanding too.
Yeah, there's a lot of different camps and leagues and stuff, so I try to do a little bit of that too.
All right. I just want to take a peek into the tennis season as you see your opponents out there. Some of the girls that you've played against in the past, are they coming back, and where are you gonna kind of slot yourself into?
Yeah, I think a lot of those girls that are coming back, we changed sections last year, so there was a lot of new people. So I don't really know for like our section what could happen there, but I think there's going to be definitely some good players there too. So.
I realize you're a junior now, and you still have your senior season. But after that, with college and all that kind of stuff, and to concentrate on a sport, do you think about that?
I don't know. I kind of just play in the moment right now, and maybe won't think about that.
You're still young enough to do that,
yeah.
right? Okay. Well, congratulations on the day. I'm sure it was exciting. I know that everybody's pretty proud of you. You get good support, too, from your classmates
Yeah, I
as well, don't
definitely
you?
do.
Yeah, I know. Good luck at the state.
Thank you.
All right. That's Morgan Kranz. She's a three-sport athlete going to the state golf meet representing Sauk Centre, and she is the Athlete of the Week presented by Diamond Point in Sauk Centre.